if you talk about health being the key to this, how important is it, obviously, to what you're trying to do with these last 28 games to go? Trying to make sure you can maintain that?
Well, there's only so much you can control. I mean, as a coach, you have zero control on that. As a player, you what you do to prepare and what you do to recover can give you some level of control, but ultimately the basketball gods in the game are going to dictate health. It's funny, we were talking before the season about building continuity with those three guys, and we've had them available together for 10 games. So it's just the situation we're in. Not the only team that has had a bunch of health issues throughout the season and had to manage that. But I think my messaging this morning to the players was that this is going to be a sprint. These last 28 games, it's another segment of the season where starting tomorrow we won't have more than a day between games until the end of March. So we've got an opportunity to I think, play our best basketball after the All-Star break. And we've got a number of indicators on both sides of the ball that, we're doing some things that are trending in the right direction. And I think it's coming at a good time as we're getting fully healthy.
What are those indicators?
Well, I mean, defensively, since we went to zone the last 14 games, we've been much better. When we have been in our zone and started possessions in our zone, we've been the number one half-court defense. Our transition possessions allowed are going down. I think a lot of that has to do with sprinting back into our zone. Offensively for us, we've had some of our highest paint touch rate games, and we've proven that when we touch the paint, we're elite, and we've got to continue to build on that. And I think, we've shown that when we pass the ball and we trust each other and we generate not just potential assists, but assists and connect that way, that what about?
Ya que nos encontraste,
No nos pierdas.
Suscríbete al canal de YouTube de Telemundo Deportes.